Welcome to another training session. My name is Ogechi Badikoma. Today we'll be looking at how to produce bar soup from the scratch without a scale. Yes. Some people have come to me and they've told me they don't have a scale. How do they produce bar soup? So I even said that they have a scale. They have a scale. This is what a scale is. This is a digital scale. You can either use this one or you use the manual one. That one that is used by people that sell frozen foods and also chemicals. Some even have that other manual type of scale, but they don't know how to read it correctly. So today I'm going to show you how to produce this very simple bar soap with just 2 ingredients without a scale. So what do we do first? The first thing we're going to do is to ferment our caustic soda. So what do I do? So remember we're doing this without a scale. So I'm going to use this as my unit of measure. So anything you want to, you can use anything as a unit of measure, any size. I can try to use this as my unit of measure. I can use this. I can use anything. Just ensure that anything you choose as your unit of measure, you're going to maintain that thing across board. So because I'm producing a very small batch, I'll be using this as my unit of measure. So what do I do first? First, I'm going to be fermenting my caustic soda. How do I do that? This thing, I'll measure 3 units of water. This is my water, and this is my caustic soda. I'll measure 3 units of water. 3 units. 1, 2, 3 of water. And then I'll measure 1 unit of caustic soda crystal. So the ratio of making your soda is also called lye solution. Caustic soda is also called sodium hydroxide. It is also known as lye. So when I want to make my lye solution, the ratio of my lye to water is 1 to 3. The ideal is 1. You can try to make it 1 to 1. You can try to make whatever ratio you want, but I'll be using 1 to 3, which is ideal, which is what is popularly used. So I'll be doing ratio 1 to 3. 1 lye and 3 water. 1 part of lye and 3 parts of water. So let's go. So I'll just measure remember that when you're trying to make your solution, always pour your lye into your water. Don't pour your water into your lye to avoid spillage. If it spills, it can splash on your body and it will injure you. So always pour your lye into your water. So I'm going to be measuring my water, 3 parts of water. So this is it. 1, 2, and 3. That is it. So we've measured our water, 3 parts of water. So and I'll measure my lye, 1 part of lye. When you're handling lye, please be very, very careful and also ensure you're wearing your gloves. You know, the water was level, so I'm going to level my lye also. I'm going to be leveling my lye. You know, the water was leveled, so I'm going to be leveling my lye also. So here we have it. So this is our lye, 1 part of lye. So I'll pour it into my water and I will stir. You can also use this method if you don't have a hydrometer. You know, at the end, I'll still use an hydrometer to measure so that the difference will not be so much. In fact, it will almost be the exact reading that we're looking for, which is 1275. So if you don't have an hydrometer to produce your soap with, you can also do it this way. Anything, like I said, can be your unit of measure. Just ensure that anything you choose as your unit of measure, you just maintain that thing across board. So here is my lye solution. I'm going to allow it to cool down a bit. At least if you can leave for 24 hours, fine. But if you cannot, just allow it cool down. Bring it down to room temperature. If you have a thermometer, you can take the reading of the lye, the temperature reading, to ensure that it has come down to room temperature. Then before you proceed with your production. So this is my lye solution. I'm going to leave it. As I'm touching, it's very, very hot. So I'm going to leave it to cool down to room temperature. Then I'll continue with my production. If you're not in haste, you can leave it till the next day for at least 24 hours. By that time, you're so sure that the temperature has come down to room temperature. Then, so that the temperature here will be very close to the temperature of your oil. Then you produce. So this is my lye solution. Remember, I produced it with 1 part of lye to 3 parts of water. So I'm going to leave it to cool down. I'll come back to continue the production of my soap. Thank you. Okay, so we're welcome back. This is lye solution is now cooled. If you have all the time, you can leave it for about 24 hours. But here I left it for like 3 hours. In fact, I had to put it inside cold water so that it can make it cool down because I want to produce it same day. This is it. So what do I do? Then say we are producing bar soap without a scale. We are not using scale. That scale is just there for fancy. We are not using it. I'm teaching you how to produce soap without a scale. So this is a unit of measure. These are light solutions. So what do I do? I got my light solution. I got it using ratio 1:3. But here I'll be doing my light solution to oil ratio will be ratio 1:2. So I'll use 2 parts of oil and 1 part of light solution. So what do I do? Let me measure my oil. I'll use 2 oil. I'm not producing a very big batch. I'll use 2 parts of oil. 1. Did you see how we are doing this with that? And this is 2. And I'll add just 1 part. Remember, I did 3 parts. I'm going to keep the remaining one for another day. So I'll just put 1 part of light solution. So that is it. We are good to go. So I'll just add it. And I'll stay until I get a trace. So here we have it. Remember, we are making this soap just with 2 chemicals. Just caustic soda and soda ash, and I will try it for you. Like you see that I just tell you that you can actually make your soap without soap itself. Is just caustic soda and your oil. You can use any type of oil to make soap. So every other thing we are adding to soap, they are all additives. This is the real soap. So we are adding those things to them to either increase the volume, especially when we are selling them, so we can be profitable, or we are adding them to enhance their appearance and their smell. So here is my soap. My soap is ready. Very, very simple and very, very easy. So what do I do next? I'll just add my fragrance, which is optional though, because some people might don't want fragrance in their soap. They say they don't want the smell, especially when you're pregnant and you don't want to hear anything like perfume or fragrance. So you can just do your soap and you're fine to go. But I'll just add a little bit of my fragrance here, and then I'll add a bit of color because I want color. So I'll just add a bit of fragrance here, just small. This is lemon. I'm using lemon fragrance. So you can see how our soap is turning out. Very beautiful. Reach this, it has gelled. We are fine to go. And I'll add a bit of color. Please, when you're adding your color, you can just mix your color with a bit of, your color should be an oil-based color. So just add it to a bit of oil and add it to your production. So you see, it's very simple. We have produced this soap without using scale. We have produced this soap without using scale. So here we have it. So here is our so here we go. Wow, this soap is beautiful. So we're just going to pour it into our mold and allow it to solidify. Then we'll come back to see what our soap is like. You see how I produce this soap now using just 2 chemicals, so just lye and my oil. You can use any oil. I use PKO here. You can decide to use any oil of your choice just to get what you desire. I added a little bit of fragrance, it's optional, and then my color. So our soap is ready. So you see how simple it is. Very easy. I'm going to use this beautiful mold. This beautiful mold. Okay, so I'll just add it to my mold. I just did this small batch just to show you that you can actually make soap without using a scale. We're able to make this soap without a scale. You see how no water underneath. So beautiful. I'm tempted to produce another one. Okay, so here we have it. I know what I'll do. I'll produce another one with another color. This is our soap, but I'm tempted to do another soap so that another color. The soap is shocking me, so let's do another one, another color. So I'll just do. Okay, so we're doing another one. This is one. This is my palm kernel oil. This is two. I'm using another unit. So this time around, I want to show you that you can also add your color into your oil before you add your lye solution. So I've added my color and I'll stir. So this time around, this is, I'll stir, then I can add my lye solution ratio 2 to 1. So I added 2 oil. I'll add one of this. So that is it. You can see how simple it is to make your soap without your skill. So just stir and stir until it is all well blended and you've achieved a trace. You can see how beautiful our soap is turning out. See how beautiful our soap is. Did you see? See the soap fine. So I will now I'll add my fragrance. See how beautiful our soap is turning out. So I'll just add a bit of my fragrance. Just like 10 ml of fragrance. And I'll stir well. So I've taught you that you can actually add your color to your oil before you add your lye solution to your oil. You can also add it at the end of your production. So here comes our beautiful soap. See how beautiful. How beautiful. See how beautiful our soap is. So, wow, here we have it. So what do I do next? You see, watch me and see. Okay. So I'll cover it. And I'll pour this into it. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so we have a brown colored soup here. So I will just so we'll see what this experimentation will come out like when we are done. So I'll cover this also. Before I cover, let me fill it up. So we're making a 2-layer soup. I'm still going to do one more so that I want to show something. So just hold on for me. I'm coming. Okay, so I'll just leave this soap here. We have a little bit of this soap left, so I'm going to add it to this. I want to do another color. I want to combine color, but I'll do it by the side this time around. So just want us to see different things that we can experiment with our soap. Just be creative and just do whatever suits you. Soap making itself is fun. Get into you. If I enter the factory one day, I want to face soap, different kinds of soap. You can do so many different things. So one side, and let me pour out this remaining lye. So I'll use this as my unit of measure. I have color here, so I'll just put one of this and half of the lye. So I've added one of this. I have our color in there already. And I'll add half lye. This is my remaining lye. I'll use half. So here we have it. So you can see so many things I've shown you. I've shown you so many possibilities with in this video. So just do what suits you. So we have achieved a trace. So just add a little bit of my fragrance. I add like 5 ml of my fragrance. 5 ml. And I'll stir well. See how beautiful this soap is coming out. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying what I'm doing. Soap making is actually fun. You can be creative and just experiment with whatever, everything. Just be yourself. Do what suits you. That's one thing I love about soap. It can never go bad. If it go bad, there's always a way to rebatch it and get it back to how you want it originally. That is for me. That's one thing I love about it. So we are done. We are done. So I'll just add to my molds. This is, yes, add to one side of my mold. Let's see how these soaps will come out when they solidify. But I know they're beautiful. You see how simple. Just that soap making is very simple. It's not hard at all. Especially when you have a good person teaching you, somebody that knows her onion. Like my students will say, so here we have our soap. So we have three. Welcome back to the concluding part of this training. So this is like after 12 hours. You can see how hard like our soap is. Remember we produced this soap with just 2 chemicals and we did it with that skill. See how strong. That's why I tell people that you don't need all those things you add in soaps. See how strong. See how strong. You just need your palm kernel oil and your lye or potassium hydroxide to make your soap. Everything is just additives. So it's already strong. So let's open and see what our soap looks like. Let's open and see what our soap looks like. Just follow me. Wow. Wow. Ciao. See how beautiful I did two color I combined today. Did you see how beautiful it is? How beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. And this is like after 12 hours. If I had unmolded it earlier, it would still come out, but I was not chanced. This is two colors. See me. So you can be very creative with your soap and just do anything that suits you. Let me see this one. Wow. See this one. Did you see how beautiful the soaps are? See how beautiful. We did these soaps with just two chemicals and we did it with that scale. And let's see. Let me wash with it and see if it will foam, if it will lather or not. The people they will add foaming booster. I keep telling my students you don't need all those things. You're increasing your cost when you start adding and adding. So let me wash this hanky with this soap and see if it will lather or not. Look at the water, there's nothing there. So let's wash with it and see if it will lather. Remember it does not properly cure though. Did you see how it is lathering already? Did you see? I did not add any foaming anything. See, did you see how it's lathering? So I keep telling my students, you don't need to be adding foaming booster to your soap. Try when you're making your soap with PKO. Did you see? Unless you're using palm oil, then you can try to add a bit. But even with palm oil, your soap, even with tallow, your soap will still lather. Did you see? Did you see how it lathers? So if you want to know how to produce your bar soap that will help you make profit, then you don't need to be adding all those things. I have a course where I teach you how to produce bar soap that will make you maximize your profit. You know you want that course, the ultimate profit in bar soap business masterclass. Just click the link in the description. It will take you to the course. You pay for it and you start learning immediately. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Please also like and share. Please, please, please. And also hit the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you when I post. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.